US President Donald Trump said on Friday that India has agreed to cut their tariff way down. Speaking at the Oval Office, Trump said India charges us massive tariff, massive, you can't even sell anything in India. It is restrictive. We do very little business inside India. They have agreed, by the way, they want to cut their tariff way down now because somebody's finally exposing them for what they are doing. Also, Trump remark came hours after India said it is looking at the deepening trade ties with the United States, including the reducing of the tariff and non-tariff barriers under a bilateral trade agreement. Randeep Jaiswal, the spokesperson for the Ministry of External Affairs, said that during the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States last month, both sides announced plans to negotiate a mutually beneficial, multi-sectoral, bilateral trade agreement, that is BTA. Our objective through the BTA is to strengthen and deepen India-US two-way trade across the goods and services sector, increase market access, reduce tariff and non-tariff barrier, and deepen the supply chain integration between the two countries, Jaiswal said. In his latest statement, the United States President Donald Trump, while addressing a joint session of the Congress, mentioned India alongside the European Union, China, and Canada for charging higher tariff on American products. Trump said other countries have used tariff against the United States for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those nations. Also, Modi held talks with Trump on February 13 in Washington, D.C. In the meeting, the two sides agreed to negotiate a mega trade deal by the end of this year and set an ambitious target of USD 500 billion in annual trade by 2030 to narrow the trade deficit. Recognizing this level of ambition would require new fair trade terms, and leaders announced plan to negotiate the first tranche of a mutually beneficial multi-sectoral bilateral trade agreement, that is BTA, by fall of 2025, a joint statement on the Modi-Trump talk said. Also, in the Union Budget for 2025 to 2026, India announces decision to lower tariffs on bourbon whiskey, wines and electric vehicles, that is the EV segments, perceived as India's attempt to placate the US president. Also, Washington is also asking New Delhi to buy more American oil, gas and defense equipment to bring down the trade deficit that stands at around USD 45 billion.